Hey guys, jsteel here, and today we are going to finally go after some snow owls here in the ice biome on Extinction. Our home's about in the middle of the screen there in the city, so it's not too far, a little jaunt here. But I have the hardest time finding some high level ones. I think I want about three in total, if I can, to try and breed them together to get the best one stat wise from them all. So. That's our goal today. Oop, there's some right behind us. Let's see what we got here. 55 and a 10. Yeah, not great. So when I find ones that are too low, I kill them so that hopefully some new ones will spawn. Because this takes a while to search for them all. Let's get that level 10. I find it easier to use the fire wyvern because the breath does damage to them, even when I'm not hitting them directly. But yeah, that's gonna be what I do here for a little bit, is just kind of fly circles around the whole biome and look for a high level snow owl. Now I made a video where I built a snow owl trap, and I'm going to be using that here. I'll put a little card up in the top right corner there if you guys want to go check out how to make the snow owl trap. And they're simpler ones that you could use, but I like having a nice big permanent structure, and it's relatively easy to use as well. So that's what we're gonna use. But yeah, I'm just fly around and keep looking here. The homestead update is what they're calling it. Finally came out. This is one of the first videos I'm doing that has it. Um, so we now have new buildings and things like that, and the kibble system got reworked. Now, this is really the most taming I have done since it's been reworked, and to give you my honest opinion on it, I don't like the way they implemented it. I think it's just frankly not very good in a progressional sense. Um, most things that you need for the kibble, or here, for an example, we'll use the Argent Tavis. A really popular tame. Everybody usually wants to tame one. But in order to get the kibble to tame one, it uses its own eggs. And a lot of the creatures are like that. So you have to tame the creature first without kibble before you can tame ones with kibble. And they because they use their own eggs. And I just think that was implemented poorly because it doesn't give like a progression system. You have to, here's another snow owl. Let's check him out and then we'll keep going on that. 95, not quite good enough. Now let me look at its stats. Yeah, no, not really great. There. Now we'll keep looking. Oop, actually no, I gotta rest for some stamina. There's some more snow owls, let's see them. A 10 and a 15. Yeah, that's usually how most of them are. Sit here and wait for stamina for a minute. But yeah, so looking here at the list, superior kibble takes Argent, Mantis, let's see, Megalosaurus, Snow Owl, Spino, Tapajara, and all those things that it takes are also part of the taming list. It takes a Snow Owl egg, and a Snow Owl prefers this kibble. It takes a Tapajara egg, and a Tapajara prefers this kibble. You know, it takes an Argent egg, and the Argents prefer that kibble. I'm just not fond of the way it was implemented, and I wasn't paying attention. Kind of lost those snow owls. Um, I like the concept of it though. The concept of the new kibble rework system's nice, but I just think that the way they implemented it kind of ruined the feel of progression for taming stuff, you know. But it is what it is. I can only give my opinion on it. It's not going to change anything, so we'll get used to it. But that's just my 2 cents on it. Is the idea was nice, but I think it was just implemented poorly. And I don't know where these snow owls went, so we might just keep moving on. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. The structure part of the update, though, I'm relatively happy with. It adds a couple new things and buildings that make playing and building a lot nicer. Um, I wish there was a few more things that they had added, but for the most part, I'm really happy with that update that they did. It adds a lot of nice touches and little things to the game. Um, but one of the big downsides though is it does take engram points to learn all those. So if you were already pretty limited on your engram points, well, now you're going to be strictly like just a builder. You won't be able to learn as much stuff. Um, it doesn't affect the character that I'm on now because I'm level 115, so I've got a bunch of extra engram points for learning the extra things. But for people just starting out and who don't have as many points, you're gonna have to think a little bit more about all the things that you want to learn because of all the new things that they added. They all take points, and they didn't add any points to the levels as far as I know of. So a bit of a trade-off here and there, but yeah, that's my 2 cents basically for the update. I've probably talked enough. I was hoping within that amount of time we'd find a good snow owl on camera here, but I think I'm just going to fly around, or I'm going to cut and just kind of fly around until I find a high level one, and I'll bring you guys back when we get up there and get something worth taming, So we'll be right back. Hey, we're back here. I just found a 135 snow owl, and it's just on the other side of the hill here. Hopefully it stays alive. I probably went through at least 2 dozen, maybe even 3 dozen snow owls before I finally came across this one. And the sun was just starting to set, so I was wondering if I would even get to find one while there was a little daylight. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of super speed back to the trap here, and I'll bring you guys in after we're in. I forgot to open and close the doors from last time, apparently. There we go. Oh, he's not in yet. But now that the doors are open, I can kind of show you guys how the trap works. If he will get off the doors. Another reason why I like having a snow owl to tame a snow owl, so you can freeze them. Come here, buddy. Stop worrying about the wall. So you kind of want to get a little bit of a run up and fly down. With the snow owl, you have to stop your sprint at the end and just kind of worm your way through. Then you can land. I like to turn around and freeze him, because then it gives me a minute to actually close the doors without him hitting me. And there you go, you got your snow owl trapped. So I'm gonna go ahead and load my trank arrows up and get him tamed. So I'll bring you guys back after we got him. And there we have our brand new snow owl. Let's see, let me look and see what it got for levels. Ooh, I think it got pretty good health, 35. Oh, that one's got one more. 31, 30. It got a lot of food, 41, which I think is important because these guys go through food like crazy. But you know what? I didn't bring an extra cryopod. Well, gosh dang. I guess I'm going to have to drop back to base and grab one. But, yeah, I'll see you guys back at base, and I'll show you all the snow owls that I got here and that we're going to be using. This time, though, I'm going to remember to have my trap reset. And now we can go. Alright guys, and we're back. I got all 4 of them all lined up here. These are all the ones that we've got tamed, and I got them labeled out which ones have the best stats. And so far, this one here has a little owl poop. We'll pick that up because that's useful. Has health, stamina, and weight as its best. This one, it was a low level one that I tamed, thinking it might be good, but it ended up not being. So it's just going to be a backup in case anybody wants to use it. This other good one that I tamed, I don't remember what it was. Actually, I think this was the one that we just tamed. Never mind. It ended up having better melee and food. Now, I'm looking at the food because, or it's important for me here because these guys, when they freeze to heal up, they consume a bunch of food. So I want one that naturally has some higher food. And then the first one we tamed, which is one of my other tribes mates, it didn't have anything, so that's his. And but we got these three. Problem though is these three, or at least the two that are important, are all male. But at least this one here is a female, so I'm gonna start breeding those and getting some eggs saved up, and then we'll start pulling the best ones that are female from these two, I think. So now the only thing really left to decide is where I'm going to build um, AC units to incubate these guys to hatch them. So, well, maybe that'll be our next video. Either that, or we're gonna go get some gotchas because now that we got the snow owls and they got all the pellets that they're gonna be making, the gotchas get a boost from those. So it would make sense to go get those. But we'll see what we do. Until then, I'm just going to leave you guys with a little bit of footage of me flying around, just probably 20 seconds worth, flying around the snow dome, thinking about a place where I want to build a base. I just want like a little wood lodge out there, just kind of a place to spawn at, in case we're ever there and we die, so we have some, so we have like an outpost essentially. That's all I want. So I'll leave you guys with that, and I'll see you all in the next one.